Welcome to the Collector's Reign YouTube channel, guys. I am Cornelius, and you guys know why we're here. We have to talk about the 1/6 scale Inart Superman from 1978, the Christopher Reeve. All right, so first impressions of the figure. In this pose here, the first thing I see is that looks like Christopher Reeve's Superman, guys. Just the outfit, the how the cape is posed. We obviously see that there's multiple wires in that cape, which is excellent. I think that is a necessity for any Superman figure. We see the proportions. Proportions stick out for me. His build, obviously, Christopher Reeve was a taller and leaner guy, but had muscle tone to him, and we can see that through the outline of the suit. Obviously, the suit is fabric, which is excellent. We want to see that specifically with this figure. We see the articulation, the ankle with the boots. Again, we see, we're going to get into how the symbol on the chest looks. I have some particular to say about that. How the shoulders kind of tilt there. Again, we look at the outline, the silhouette of his figure coming through the suit, which is accurate to the Christopher Reeve Superman. So it's good to see that with this figure. Also, it looks like this will be two different capes. This looks like it could be just a cape that's draped. Maybe this is also posed with wiring in there, but it would look to be as if there's at least 5 or 6 wires in that cape, which is great for posing, right? Because we pay a premium for these figures, and man, we are getting it. We are getting the bang for our buck with Inart in particular. And I'm just gonna say this, I'm gonna come out and say this right now. Inart right now has their foot on the neck of the 1/6 scale community. They have it on the neck of their competitors. And you know what I mean when I say competitors, for sure. They're number one competitor. So again, we see the proportions here. We see the classic hairstyle. Again, man, this figure, man, it looks great. We see the Clark Kent iteration of this figure, which is going to be a second body. Again, look at this head sculpt, look at the hair. It's not rooted, it's textured, it's plastic, but it looks awesome. We're gonna get into that too, because there's multiple hair sculpts for this figure. We see the eyes there. We see the stitching. We do see the stitching in the suit, which is fine because the suit is fabric. So I don't have an issue with that. That does not look bad to me. That is not an eyesore, but that head sculpt is amazing. It looks like Christopher Reeve's. It's, again, a near 1-to-1, much like the figure we talked about last week, the Ben Affleck BVS Batman. So again, look at this. That is Clark Kent. So obviously I was not born in the 70s nor 80s, but all the pictures that we've seen and in the films, this is what Christopher Reeve looked like as Clark Kent. And it's amazing, guys. It's amazing that we're in a time where we can get the figures, we can get figures that represent the films and the characters that we hold dear to our heart. So, I mean, this is an amazing time for all collectors. Even if you're not a 1/6 scale collector, just the options that are out there and what these companies are bringing us is amazing. You know, you have to feel blessed to be able not only to collect, but to be appreciative of, you know, what's available for us. This is a side profile of the figure, and it looks good. It looks good with this lighting. I can't really tell the jawline with this lighting, but again, it looks good. It looks like Christopher Reeve's. This looks like Christopher Reeve's. We see the suit. How that suit is tailored is going to be interesting to me. It's going to be very interesting. But we see the tie here. We see the tailored shirt underneath the blazer. We see the blazer there. We see the glasses. We see the hat. Man, this is Christopher Reeve's Superman for sure. That is Clark Kent for sure. We see here, we see the outline, not the outline, but we see, you know, his collarbone, his neck. We see his eyes glowing. We see that smirk that he has. Man, this is an excellent figure. And also, what I was going to mention that this figure looks as if the symbol is not fixated on, I'm sorry, not, let me try to back up here. So the symbol on the chest looks as if it is fixated, like it's separate. It's not screen printed onto his shirt like this is screen printed on my shirt. So that looks like that's not going to crack. That looks like that's a separate hard plastic piece, I would think, some kind of material that is fixated on the cloth suit. So the only thing you may have to be concerned with over time is maybe that peeling off in one piece, but not it cracking. So that looks like that is not going to crack. All right, so that's a plus. Again, look at the proportions here. So what figures, as these figures in 1/6 scale become more expensive, we're looking for more accuracy. And Inart is definitely giving us accuracy all around. They're giving us accurate proportions. They're giving us accurate head sculpts. They're giving us accurate physiques of these actors while they were in the role of these specific characters in specific movies. So this is what we see here. The outline of his shoulders, his arms, down to the forearms. The proportions are accurate. It looks good. It looks like an actual man in a suit. It does not look like a caricature of a actor nor a superhero. Again, we get Clark Kent in the trench coat and the bag here. This is an excellent pose here. I love this. This looks dope. Again, the wiring and the cape is really going to give this figure a lot of presence on the shelf. We see there the base, and there's someone huge in the community that always talks about how boots are not an accessory, but here the boots look excellent. They look excellent. They're what I mean by that, by them looking excellent, they're a part of the entire look of the figure. So they bring about a good presence to the figure. So that's what's up. We see these two side by side, and man, that looks amazing. We get the Superman version and the Clark Kent version, and I'm pretty sure most people are going to pose them like that. I know as we get a little further, this is what I was going to say. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to pose the Clark Kent like that, with that classic pulling the suit off with the Superman logo underneath the suit. Man, this looks amazing. This is great. This is the attention to detail that Inart is bringing to the 1/6 scale community. Their contribution in terms of having accuracy. It seems like accuracy is something that is a forefront of what they want to do and bring to the community for sure. And I mean, just not the accuracy in the colors, but the accuracy in the head sculpt, not just that accuracy in the build. So not all companies are looking to be totally accurate with the build of these figures. And we can see that with the BVS Batman, how more accurate and refined that Inart was with their BVS versus Hot Toys BVS. And again, not to be so negative on Hot Toys, but Inart just put forth a better effort in the accuracy point of that figure. So, and as collectors, we pay attention. That's what they're doing. This is what Inart is bringing to the table. All right, Inart has announced itself, and guess what? They're bringing accuracy to the table, and that's what we love to see. So, like I said, they have their foot on the neck of their competitors right now, and that's Inart. They have the foot on the neck of their competitors. Again, we see more of his build here, and we know during that time, during this time and filming, anytime someone portrayed a superhero, they were in shape, but they weren't hulked up. They weren't whatever actors do now to get into the best shape they can to portray these characters. This is more of a natural build. So, I mean, that's cool. That's a classic look of Superman. That is dope. That is awesome. Again, man, the colors on this figure is great. The head sculpt looks amazing. The attention to detail to even how, his physique at that time. Um, what Inart is bringing forth to the table is excellent, man. It's a breath of fresh air, actually. So we know a company out here really cares, and they're putting their best foot forward. Something we have not seen quite to this extent. I got let's just divulge here for a minute. I got into 1/6 scale collecting in 2022, right before Wakanda Forever hit the theater, because obviously during that time, uh, we want to commemorate the memory of the late Chadwick Boseman and his contribution to Black Panther. And I was slightly aware of Hot Toys um, in the 1/6 scale collecting, but that is what triggered me to start collecting. My first figures were the 3 figures from the Black Panther 2018 film. I collected obviously T'Chaka, and Killmonger. And at that time, obviously, there were scalpers out there that were charging a uptick in obviously what they purchased that figure for. So I purchased my first Hot Toys figure for $600. That's how important that representation was for me. And as we show this here, Christopher Reeve is no longer with us. But for somebody, this figure is going to be worth that much or more to a lot of people because of those memories, because of what he contributed to the character of Superman and Clark Kent. So again, collecting is in a way therapeutic. Collecting in a way brings back good memories. Collecting is, people collect for different reasons, but those who love, real collectors, I should say, people who collect for the right reason are collecting because these figures bring about the memories that they cherish so much about the representation of these characters in films. So yeah, man, this looks dope. Awesome. Looks great. The tailoring on the suit looks good too. It looks really good. It's fitted right. It's not too loose. It's not too tight. That looks excellent. And it's like Inart takes their time with figures. They don't rush anything out. They want to put the best foot forward, man. And that's what I appreciate about Inart. Obviously, we know they don't have the IP that Hot Toys has. So they do have time to refine, and they don't have the scale of figures or licenses that Hot Toys has. But man, what they're doing is excellent. It is, to me, it is the prestige right now, 1/6 scale manufacturer out here. Can't say enough about it. And I wonder if this silicone underneath the suit, I have to wonder if that's soft goods. I don't think it can crunch. I don't have a problem with it crunching because there would be no need to put him in a crunch pose. Even though you could do that with the fabric that this is made out of. But yeah, man, this is a great look here. This is awesome. This is a man, this is a dope looking figure. This is excellent all around. Again, how can we complain about anything that Inart is doing right now? Inart is giving us the best of the best right now. Their attention to detail, how they are just the one-to-one they're able to come up with in terms of the head sculpt, in terms of even the physique of these characters is excellent. You see here the 3 hair sculpts here, not head sculpts, that can go on both. I would think both of the head sculpts. And yeah, I believe this is the last image here. So yeah, man, we see even the attention to detail and the vein work in the hand. So the paint applications also to this figure is amazing, guys. So what do you guys think of this figure? Man, Inart is blowing us away right now. I darn near got goosebumps. They're doing some excellent things with what they're presenting us right now. Excellent, excellent work. Excellent work. Excellent work for sure. They're definitely ramping up the competition within the 1/6 scale community. And that's what we look for as collectors. We want the best of the best. If we're paying upwards of $300 and now $400 for figures, we want the best of the best. We want what we want the best representation that these companies can give us in terms of these figures. So this is exciting times for collectors. We do have to be wise because a lot of us are not rich. A lot of us aren't making a certain amount of money, but it is also a blessing that we can even collect and enjoy these things. Enjoy these pieces of fabric, plastic, pieces of plastic, and just have representations of the things we are passionate about on our shelves. So what do you guys think? This figure looks amazing. I know if you're watching this video, you believe this figure looks amazing as well. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Cornelius on the Collector's Reign channel. If you don't mind, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let's have a discussion about this figure in the comments, guys. Let's stay connected. There's information on the bottom of the screen for you to stay connected. And guys, tell someone about this channel. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.